There's a fine line between trash and treasure, and it gets harder to spot the more of each that you accumulate.
And eventually, it all becomes clutter. Before you know it, your stuff owns you. Stop the madness and get your stuff together in an organized way. Linda Durham is a professional organizer and joins us with tips on cutting the clutter and gaining order. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning.
So how do we wind up just covered in clutter?
Well, first, I always like to define clutter as anything we don't need, don't use, and don't love, and if it's not loving me back, it's clutter. So that's my definition. I always like to start there first. Why does it happen?
Hang on now. If the test is if it's not loving me back, that would mean that some days my teenagers are
We're
cluttered.
piled in clutter.
Actually,
Mountains.
that's a possibility, yeah.
Okay.
For example, I don't need my taxes. I don't use them. I definitely don't love them. I definitely don't love me back, but I have to have them. So, there's some lines you have to draw with things. But, yes, for me, the final test is, does it give you pleasure, joy in your life? And so, anyway,
Is it useful?
Keeping that in mind.
Okay, so what are some good first steps we need to take if we're fighting this mountain of clutter in our life?
Good choice of words, mountain of clutter. First is making the decision to change, and then being prepared to get discouraged and give up, because that happens. And then you eat chocolate, and then it gets better. And realize, too, that getting organized is a whole lot easier than some other things we take on, like losing weight. Wow, that's way harder. And at least you can eat chocolate on an organizing diet. So just those things to start with help. Make an honest list of your trouble spots. Make a plan for each of the areas. And you can ask yourself a few questions about each of the areas that are making you crazy. For example, the kitchen desk area. You want to ask yourself, first of all, what do I do here? What do I want to have, or what do I need to keep here? What stuff is here that shouldn't be, and where does it go? And then last but not least, what things might I need to purchase to make this place a little bit more organized? So if you ask yourself those questions about every area that's kind of cluttered, like the hall closet or the linen closet. Do you have shoes and umbrellas in the linen closet? No, they don't belong there. So asking those questions will certainly help. Getting help from friends is a good thing to do. Get free information off the internet. You can do Google searches by image, and let's say you have that kitchen desk and you want some ideas on how to do family control calendars or things like that. You can do image searches and look up kitchen desk and just see what kind of pictures come up on there.
Yeah, you said something interesting there that you should plan how you're going to organize it, then buy the stuff. It seems most people do it the other way.
They get all excited.
That's exactly right. Usually right after Christmas, I'll see people piled full with containers. Mm-hmm. Honestly and truthfully, the first thing you have to do is declutter. Then you regroup, put everything together again, and then you declutter again because you've just figured out that you have 10 pairs of black slacks. You only need 5, and you only fit into 3, so therefore you have to declutter a little bit more.
That helps a lot. Well,
right.
So let's say we do it right. How do you tell your clients to keep it from coming back?
Just like anything, a well-groomed lawn has to be mowed, has to be weeded, has to be taken care of.
Maintenance.
You have to kind of watch over it, and don't expect the folks to watch over it. The only one that's going to kind of maintain it is the one who genuinely cares about it. So if that's you, just be prepared for kind of keeping up after it. So I don't have any real magic on that one, I'll be honest with you.
Ever met a mess you couldn't
discipline.
organize?
I'm sorry?
You ever met a mess you couldn't organize?
Not a one.
There you go.
It's not the stuff, it's the people.
There it is. Some organizers are born, others are made. Linda was made. She hasn't always organized like this. She rescued herself and eventually transformed herself into an organized woman who can help you. And you can learn more about that at organizingmatters.com. Thanks for being with us, Linda.
Thank you so much.